this thing.
Hello there. Okay, so, yep, let's get cracking. Gonna do my Crimson account first here. Let's all blink into existence. Okay. Grab a crystals, grab whatever that is. And honestly, I think this is the first time I've been on Crimson all day, so should have a few things pop up. Let's see. Cantina. Hello, Snappy. How you doing? Okay, that's all fine. And we'll grab these. Very quiet day, isn't it? Like, nothing much really to do at all. No worries, Snappy. Appreciate the I'll appreciate the well wish, shall we say? I'm going to say should be a quiet one. You know what I mean? 1 GAC should fly by. I was just thinking to myself, yesterday I think it was, they put a Zeta in here. That was good and bad. Like, good because it was a way of getting it for like 100 of them. Or 100k of them. But, wow. It felt expensive when you think I only had 200k. I really need to cash some more in. I usually try and save 25k's worth of ally points, and I'm glad I hadn't used it. Hello, Harvey. I want to say you've got your cup of tea with you. Well, General Kenobi to you, first of all. But yeah. How you doing? Oh, okay, that's... Chirrut's annoying me. 5 shards. Come on, man. Let's get some quickie. Okay, we got up to 25 at 100. Just ate the matchmaking system. How is it looking for you? What sort of scenario are you in? It's any consolation, this account here forgot to join this week, and my main account, I lost the first round, so yeah, definitely could be better. Very bad. I'm gonna say, I will take your word for it. I'm gonna say, honestly, I'm waiting for matchmaking to get reset somehow. I feel like we're in a very awkward position right now. Hey up, Colin, how you doing? You're facing... Sorry, you're 4.5, your opponents are mostly 7 to 9s, and they have at least 2 GLs. I mean, that is rough, because generally I'd be saying the trick is off meta, but the thing is, a lot of off meta is things that you would build, if you like, so I definitely feel your problem there. I mean, like, once upon a time, for argument's sake, say someone put a Supreme Leader Kylo on defense, you might say, oh, well, use JKR, use, I'm trying to think of the thing, use Jedi Knight Luke. You know, they can take down Slacker, but Datacrons have muddied the waters there, so, yeah. Oh, okay, it's nice to know that it's you anyway, Halate. But yeah, cheers for that. Yeah, maybe it's some YouTube thing, they've reset your name or something. I doubt it's me. Well, if it is, I don't know how I did it. Can I just express how I feel like I'm in some form of weird purgatory right now with my relic signal data? I have not had anything I can farm. Well, okay, I'll correct myself. I've had some things to farm, but I've got Temple Guard up here somewhere. Yeah, it's alright. I thought, am I on the wrong account here? But yeah, I've had Temple Guard here. He's at Relic 7. And it's just taken me what feels like forever to get him to Relic 8 because I can't get materials. I feel like I've been boxed in. Like, yeah, I can get 5 of these. I just don't have resources available. Oh, hang on, I can get some of these. Cool. Won't get me a lot, but it's something. Your roster is also trying to be everywhere at once because of me. I get less development. I think that is definitely a point that needs focus at times. You know, like if you're trying to do a bit of everything, you'll struggle to actually grow because by dipping your toe in many different pools, you're going to struggle to actually build one team. So I think that can be a challenge, knowing when to sort of stop and say, I know I need several things for several reasons, but I need this one thing, otherwise I'm not going to be able to beat several things. Do you know what I mean? It's definitely the challenge. I mean, I've been saying this a lot the last week or so, but this account here, it was sort of designed with focus in mind originally. Like, I was meta chasing. So like, when I started this, Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan with the meta, so I built those two teams, then it was Gas, so I went for, well actually, I think I skipped Gas on here originally. I think I actually went for Kylo straight after, because that was like the biggest release afterwards. But yeah, honestly, it was just a case of I was constantly chasing the next big thing. Sometimes it's worth it, you know, just to always have something big to face the things the bigger players have got, you know what I mean? Most people say get the Executor, Slacker, go ahead, but you just want to have fun and go for Afra. Honestly, being fun, it's certainly a way to go for it. I mean, I say that because I'm struggling with that concept a little right now. It's no judgment, just to be clear, but I've got... I'm in a casual guild with this account right now, and I'm coming to terms with the fact that maybe this is where I do retire this account, because I'm not sure I've got the casual mindset in my head. But that's just me. So I'm going to say, if that's you, by all means, farm what you want, because the game can be fun from that perspective. It's not necessarily something I'm in line with. Or at least I've kind of fallen out of line in it. You looked at top GP players today. There's 2 people at 17 million now. On top of that, if I ever wanted to get in the top 100 GP players, currently I'd have to get to 14.7. I mean, I'm not too surprised that 17 mil is where it is. It's been a while since I last looked, but top 1,000, right? But yeah, I'm going to say it doesn't surprise me too much with the 17 mil. I mean, I think I remember it going to 16. So yeah, 17 was pretty much inevitable. I've said it before, I always chuckle when I started playing the game, it was 6 million. I used to think, no, I'll never get to 6 million. You know, thinking, no, I won't play this game that long. I'll be frank, I don't do roster reviews in the traditional sense now, because if you look on my YouTube channel, I did them and they could take me up to an hour. And that was when, as we're kind of alluding to, accounts were smaller. But I can have a quick glance and see what you've got, just so that if you're looking for an idea on something, I can point you in the right direction. Speaking of, what am I doing? Oh, that was it. I was going to do my relics, wasn't I? There we go. Let me copy that. Okay, interesting name. Sure, I think I've got you on one of my accounts. Just checking that was a Star Killer comp, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lights Harufu. Sorry, CLS threw me for a second. Okay, so got Relicate Vader. props for that. I haven't seen a lot of Ralicate Vaders, so yeah, props for that. Okay, so you got crew up. Obviously got Tal and Mara for Starkiller. Got GBA. Okay. I feel like Aiden goes in the fun category because she's kind of dropped off like at the top end of the game, but I imagine she's still very annoying at the lower Grand Arenas to Kaiba, you know, in the sense of if you haven't got the right counter for her, I imagine she's still a bit of a pain in the backside to deal with. We're also assuming not like some giant account that's dropped down and doesn't play, but, you know, people equivalent to you. Ooh, you know, you said that about Afra, and I think that's one reason I can certainly agree that's a fun line to go down, because I said it yesterday, BT1's one of my favourite characters in the game. So I can definitely endorse going for him. Yeah. Let's have a look at your scoundrels. Just trying to remind myself what the Rex were. Yeah, it was Trip, BT, and Sana. Okay, Sana's a bit behind. And is Hondo around here? Is Hondo not a scoundrel? Yeah, yes, I must have missed him. Okay. It's alright, I just had a bit of Hondo blindness, it seems. But yeah. Yeah, right there in the middle. But yeah, I think there's definitely a merit to going towards Afra. I mean, again, I think the murder droids themselves are enough of a reason on their own with Afra. But Hondo's obviously got a GL now, so that's something in itself worth going for if you wanted like some sort of box ticking, if you like, for going for it. But the only one who kind of sucks right now is Sana, but even then you're getting a raid unit, so you know, I don't know what your guild's like, but that could help your guild. So yeah, by all means, it's not a bad farm. I kind of regret not doing it on my free-to-play account because I've got the characters 7-starred, but I've not done anything with them. So yeah, I'll admit it's a fun one to go for. She can take down Jabba in 5v5 and Bad Batch, or the new Bad Batch she can do. So let's just back up that. Okay. I mean, how I view it, if your guild isn't doing like anything, like if it's just not pushing forward at all, it isn't the worst thing to change guilds. But if you've got a connection to them, by all means, I'm not saying change, just if you haven't got a connection, you know, maybe find one that's doing something. Maybe you can find something to sort of group together around, even if it is just fun things. But I always think to myself, I think that one of the things that's kept me going in this game is like community. So yeah, just one thing there. I don't know, maybe you're doing yourself a disservice there. I mean, I say that I've got it's a former guildmate now, but we're in the same like alliance. Where are you? Here we go, Drafts. Pops in the chat sometime. And when he first started, he was about 600k. And he came into our guild. We were doing rotas while we get 18. Well, we did get 18 stars. I don't know what they're doing right now. But yeah, this is about coming on 2 years this year. So yeah, he's gone from 600k to 6.3. You know, and I just look and I think sometimes it's not the worst thing to sort of see if there's anyone who will take you on, because, you know, just a bit more organisation. It's not like you've got to suddenly go chasing after things you don't want to chase, but there are guilds out there that are like, you know what, we do have a bit of organisation and, you know, we can at least help you grow a bit more quicker, you know. You need some as that. Yeah, I know that they've put some in the shop. Well, I say in the shop, is it the journey guide? Oh, by the way, if you're saying that about drafts, I think he might have got something. I can't remember what, but I think he was talking about Lightspeed bundles at one point. Is it Ray? Oh, I bet I can't see now because I've got them, haven't I? Yeah, it wouldn't show me if I've got them. Kinda sucks that. It would have been nice if I could have clicked and showed. Is it in the store? Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't actually got gift on here for some reason, but you see, I am conflicted about these because on the one hand, the 3324 for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters at Relic 6. That's good value. You know, if you talk about what the prices are in the game, then it's like, yeah, you know, that is actually decent value. You know, I think before they've sold one character at Relic 6 for 30 quid. So there is value in it, but on the flip side, it's like they did sell them a bit cheaper at Relic 5. So yeah, that's tends to be where I am right now. I mean, obviously this is my free to play, so I wouldn't be spending anyway, but like, just take this one for argument's sake. You know, I don't believe I have. Actually, I don't think I've got these are like Relic 3. Some of these, so like Ezra's Relic 3, Zeb, Chopper's, Sabine. So even those minuscule ones would be kind of nice for me, but I can't afford 23 quid just to do like a handful of relic upgrades, you know, like 2 relics. But again, I kind of see what they're doing. They're sort of saying, right, we want you to up your relic levels, so maybe a bundle like this is nice. It's just not that nice. Again, here, I can't even respect this Relic 7 for the pilots. I mean, that's, again, kind of nice. That'd be pretty good on my main, actually, because I do need Ahsoka. What's that one? Nothing too crazy there, although if you wanted your Boba closer for executive, that's not bad. Yeah, I'll give them the due. They've kind of done it okay, but I'm saying okay very loosely there. It's like, I wish they hadn't charged as much. I respect it even if I don't like it. I've had something very similar as well. I had a guildmate. He's on my LO list here still, Pen. He stopped playing the game about 3 months ago, actually, and great guy anyway. But yeah, he donated me a bundle that helped me get C at the start of the year. So yeah, I'm really grateful for someone like that. Perfect score, hello there. How you doing? Myself, I'm doing fine. Just kind of stalling before we get into GAC later. How are you getting on? Let's get some green. I don't want to spend this until I know what to spend it on. And the weird thing is, I don't even know right now if I want to spend it. It's like, oh, Crimson's... I'm so conflicted with Crimson right now. I feel like I need to see what I'm like when I've done a raid or something, or when I've done a TB. I've essentially had a week off from everything on this account. I think that might be leading to the apathy I'm feeling. So I want to actually just have a week of doing things again and see if I'm back into it. You know, it's one thing choosing to quit because you've had enough, but it's another thing accidentally quitting, you know what I mean? Alright, by the way, I haven't forgotten you, Hal. I'm going to have a look at yours on Temmin. Again, it's just for funsies, but we'll have a look. Is it Finn I'm working here? Yeah. No worries. Alright, so I've got Finn here. Who was next? Rose? Yep. I'm just trying to get the Radis fleet up a bit higher. Even if it's all very, very gradual. And the worst bit is I'll probably end up moving mods, so I'll end up doing them again. But for now, it's like, alright, I'm doing it. I'm not even sure if it'll play a part, because I feel like Rose will just get blown up by Vulture Droids most times I use her. I suppose it's more a case if we can get a kill with Rey and Finn, that's the big thing. Oh, hang on. Grab these. I know this isn't shipment lag, this is just Josh lag. Alright. Hey up, Chris, how you doing, man? I do keep mulling it over. 2? I've only been on once today, man. Well, I hope I have, otherwise someone else was doing something with my channel. Yeah, yesterday afternoon. Don't worry, man, I have days like that. Yeah, I've been downstairs with my mum most of the day today. We've been watching Traitors. It's one of those shows where I feel like you have to watch it pretty fast after it's been on TV, otherwise people just yabber online about it. Silly Emery. I feel like not much more needs to be said. I don't know if it's over in other countries yet, by the way, but if it isn't, Silly Emery is pretty fun on here. Alright, whoa, wow. Okay, that was a lot more than I thought I was getting. Alright, so I didn't claim some rewards. Got you. We're getting Karatet for Zepho. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that threw me off. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Alright, just before I forget, I do want to satisfy my curiosity. Here we go. How late? What is your number? 14095, so just a bit ahead of Temmin. You've got Ahsoka, no Pirate King. So I suppose that's the question, how far off are you? That's still weird to see, isn't it? 6-star Relic 4. Yeah, you're ahead of me. I've got mine at gear 12, but I've not got them at relics.
We have a supporter here. We have a supporter. Thank you for supporting JJ's Productions. Thank you.
Yeah, that's still very loud. I'm going to have to tweak the volume on that. Thank you very much for the raid, Sandflies. How you doing, man? Maybe I'll have to turn it up. Maybe that's the way to go. Double dip. What is it? Drive into the skid. She keeps looking like she wants nommy noms, and I'm not wanting to give them to her. Alright, she should be able to go up. Thank you. What do we need here? If I knew a way to do that, it'd be tempting. I've got it set up right now where it is one thing for like every notification, which is kind of bland, but I don't know how to adjust it. I don't know why they've set it up where it's like that. It's like the actual overlay thing above my head. Feels a bit like GTA.
We have a supporter here. We have a supporter. Thank you for supporting JJ's Productions. Thank you.
That happened yesterday. Why is it going off twice? We're going to have to work that out why it's going twice. That's just weird. Double thank yous, I guess. Certainly not getting neglected. Alright, so we've got Master Gear 12, that's good. Try and remember what else I needed to do. Quiggold. I feel like I've been farming this guy for a lifetime at this point. It's like, can we please just get over Quiggold? I know it's the Lady of Alderon's, well, the Princess of Alderon's birth pirate, but it's like, I'm kind of had enough now. Brutus. Okay, what else we got? No silver, no vein, so we're all done there. You're on 92 out of 100 with Quig. You're just a bit ahead of me then. I mean, the only reason it's irritating me now is I want just full focus on Brutus, but it really splits your energy a bit. I don't know. It feels like such a whiny little complaint, but yeah. By the way, I've got... Where is she? Oh, she's high. There we go. I got Jocasta up to Relic 8 yesterday, so that's another thing done. I'm going to get Kala into 8, and then maybe I can do the Relic 8 tier of the raid with Kala and Jocasta and Plo. if that's not possible, then I can also work on Ayla. But I was going to work on Ayla anyway, but, you know, it's another reason to do that, I guess. You're on 92 out of 100 with Quig. 2 fleet farms are annoying, yeah. I'm just a bit fed up of it. It's like, I kind of get what they were doing. It's like, there hadn't been a lot of fleet farms in the last year, so they're like, go on, we'll throw a few on fleet, but I think 3 out of 4 is a lot. I mean, just supposing you've been doing single node, it's single sims, if you want to call it that, you know, 5 sims instead of 15 or whatever. It would be really rough suddenly having to do 15 fleet sims a day. Okay, mods again. I think I'm on Rose here again, yeah. Ooh. I'll get this right. I won't just keep misclicking. Promise. Okay, so I suppose the question from here is, what is the best mod? Arguably the arrow. There's 2 10s in the equation. Maybe that one's better? Doesn't make too much of a difference anyway, but it'd be nice not to farm the dud. Yeah, I don't want to waste that just now, so I'm going to hold on. I don't know if I'm getting the episode pass before the month wraps up. It's a bit late, but might just hold out for the next one now. It's that thought in my head, I kind of would like the car attacks. And the Omicrons. Yeah, 29 Omicron mats, but 0 Zetas. I'm Zeta broke. Maz has got my last 2. But the worst thing, arguably, is that the rest of the pirates just are lacking. Ooh, that was a thump. Adding the fact that if I did actually go for Hondo, I would be so far behind on the Zetas he'd need. I need him to do some drops for Zetas, seriously. When I mean drops, I mean like literally drop them like they're going out of fashion, because yeah, I'm way behind. Alright, you know what? I shouldn't do this, but let's do it. I haven't, no, that's good to hear. I mean, not for Lil Vader, but just in the fact that the team's got some viability. I'm going to revert back to that one. Oh, this cron is doing my nothing. Does it say online how many times I've re-rolled? I didn't think of that. 8 rerolls I've done. That is horrid. You just finally caught up with the Zetas. You're only lacking on the 3 newest pirates, which are nowhere near 7 stars. I mean, that's one thing, at least you don't have to use them. But I just don't know how I'm going to catch up. Obviously, the episode pass would help if I get it, but it's just one of them things where you're looking at it and you're going, I am just so far behind on them. I've improved my raid score this week, by the way. I know that's completely not connected to what we've just been saying, but Guild last time got the max crate for the first time, and so that was really good. I myself just got a little bit higher, 10.65 instead of, I think it was 10.2, give or take. I essentially went up from Relic 5 to Relic 7 on the Kalar and Bet team, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, maybe I can jump it again if I can get Kalar up himself this week. We'll see. I've just got Maz to Gear 12 and I'm thinking I need to get her to Relics. I feel like Conquest is going to be rough without at least some Relics in the team. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, so... Well, sorry, 2 Relics, it could be 3 there, so... I think I'm going to have to buy a Chronox and actually just try and build a new one. I mean, what's my currency like? I've actually got materials. Maybe not a lot of these, but... Let's try it. There's a point when you think it's just not worth re-rolling. Oh, we got a hydrate. Cheers, Chris. You know, it's funny, I've been watching a show today and I think the Fonz was in it. Just hearing that go, hey. And I can't re-roll. Of course I can't. Ugh. And even if I got a crystal refresh, I haven't got the shell shot right now. I loved how excited that dolphin seemed at that gibberish. It was a dolphin, wasn't it? Dolphins are easy to please. Forget what The Simpsons tells you.
Is it a dolphin?
I think it's a dolphin. Is it doubling up for you guys, by the way, or is it just me? I've said it before, I don't mind if it's just me. Is it a shark? I'm guessing it's something in my settings. Maybe the same reason why it's been doubling up the raids and follows and all that kind of stuff.
Listen to me twice, EE.
Right, that took a bit long. I've just realised I've done that, and then the whole point was that you guys could see this.
SWGOH.
I'm trying to think what's in here. We've got sound alerts. That's Twitch. You know, the thing that I thought did it isn't even in here. Like, if I go to this screen, obviously you guys can't see it, but the thing that I thought did it was on this script, on this scene, but it's not on the other one. Like, if you want to just do another one, Chris, it should pop up here. Maybe I can redo it. We're playing Wrexham this weekend. Yeah, for some reason that didn't show here, did it? Why did that not show? Hey up, Carl, how you doing? Let me just check the URL here. It says 672E. Let me just check this one. If I go preview 645, so this isn't it. Maybe this? The Ryan Reynolds team, yeah. It's Hollywood FC, as people like to joke. Oh, okay, I've got it. It's this one. I've even called it Twitched item alert fixed, but it's not fixed because it's not doing it.
Go get a whiskey and get Friday frisky.
Did it pop on screen then? Yeah.
Howdy, my name is Bill.
Okay. So it is there now. It is working. It's just, it wasn't working. Yeah, it's still doubling up for reasons I don't know. Like, if I just bring the screen back on here, right? It's just one thing. Yeah, Wrexham are on the opponent tomorrow.
Howdy, my name is Bill.
Is this something simple that I'm just an idiot about? Simple answer is yes. Maybe it's something where the sound's playing even when it's not on. If it's any consolation, my mum would really love to go in the match this weekend because she does like Ryan Reynolds and co. It's always been one of the amusing things about the two of us going to football matches. I'd hear a lot of like, "Oh, that guy's hot." Yeah, it's one of the fun things about going with your mum. Yeah, well, I say fun things as in quote unquote fun. You sort of get the hot ratings of the footballers. Maybe do that.
Do you do fantasy football? Seems like a you thing to do.
I have done it in the past. I don't. I tried setting one up this year, and I did 1 week. I'm not. I struggle to remain committed to it. I do like the idea of it, though, I'll admit. Just for some reason, it's never stuck. Alright, let me try this. I just don't know what else it could be. The weird thing is, there's nothing on this scene that should be making that noise. Yeah, it was showing up on here, wasn't it? Yeah, that's for sure a thing. I mean, at least from everything else I gather from it, I mean, when you go into the leagues, it seems to be like, can you beat this guy? You know, and yeah, I think that is generally the fun bit of it. I know during the last World Cup there was a little sweepstake in the guild about who would win it. I'm trying to remember who did actually win it. Oh, of course, Argentina won the World Cup, didn't they? So, yeah, I think I had England for it for a while. I think I had England. It was kind of stressful, that, but it was fun. That's really getting me with that noise. I haven't fixed it. I find it strange that it's still doubling up. It's like something breaking when you fixed it. It's like, ugh. Yeah, I know. I've heard of this guild. I know Far Cry. He's been on Reddit a fair bit. Danon was in Crimson Shard. Yeah, gonna say. Yeah, I think that's it, isn't it? I can't really fix it right now anyway. I mean, the weird thing is, I've had this on my phone for a day or two. Let me just turn this on the screen a minute. Here we go. On my phone, I've had 3 unread emails for a couple of days. I've got a lot more now, but it's right at the very bottom. And they're essentially like little updates saying, update your stream stuff. And I know it's not connected to that because essentially they're all different things that are on it, if you like. But it's still on those where I've just been lagging behind keeping up my streaming stuff. So I'm going to spend a day next week just sorting it. There we go. Let me just run this while I'm thinking about it. I'll say run it. Okay, so I'm going to slowly go through this just for the fact that we got 4 minutes till the round starts, and I'm not in a mad rush, if you haven't already been able to tell. So, Stargazer. I'm actually surprised. I hadn't looked at the numbers. Like, I know I've had the screen on a few seconds, but I haven't been looking at it. I'm surprised they've got smaller GP than me. Zetas, they've got more, 20 more in fact. That's impressive considering what I've been saying about Zetas today. Omicron's 57 to 44. I'm happy with that. I feel like that's positive. 89 on the GLs, fair enough. Ralix 275 to 252. Okay. But you know, again, we're ahead. I'm ahead on the 9s. Wow. Behind on the 8s. Or ahead on 7s. Barely ahead on the 5s. Oh, wow. We're way ahead on the 25 speed mods. I mean, that is filthy. Same with the 20s, same with the 15s. I mean, that is absolutely brutal for him. Got way more datacrons than me, though. Yeah, this could be awkward when it comes to mods. That datacrons might be what win it for him. Someone tells me they might be a light speed bundle player. I don't know for sure, so I don't want to sort of give him a tag, but it is possible. Yeah, fastest is Queen at 334, then Revan at 326. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I never got anything with Marvel Snap. Kind of wish I had, to be fair. I'm going to say, I was making videos like once a week for Marvel Snap, and I entered the tournament around that time. But they did something with the game that I didn't agree with, so I have stopped creating content for it, but I'm still playing the game. It's alright. Hang on, I've just realised, is this... I know, like a year ago, I did a sponsored stream for Marvel Snap, but I didn't make anything on it. I don't think anyone downloaded it, or at least not enough to, you know, get anything. But yeah, this, if you're talking about the tournament, they've been doing a tournament called the Golden Gauntlet. That's been run, I think, 4 times now. I entered the first one. Well, sorry, not the first one, the second one, I think it was. Did a stream on it. It was alright. I felt like I was hanging around for a lot of the day, to be honest. But it was fun enough. A few of the matches I had were quite good. But I did enter one after, but I didn't get drawn in, so the others I've just sort of forgotten about, but it was interesting. And yeah, the pay-to-win stuff was kind of what pushed me back. I mean, they've kind of eased off it a little bit, so that's kind of got me back in the good graces, or they're in my good graces. But yeah, it was not a great move that they made. I mean, the game's pay-to-win anyway at times. I'll say pay-to-win. Pay to play at times. You've got very, very expensive cards, so it is one of those where I wasn't particularly happy when they were trying to monetize further. Alright, let's see if this is accurate. No worries, Chris. No worries. I'll catch you around, man. I do keep looking in case there's any sponsorships that are interesting. I mean, they've actually got it within Twitch now. I think it's here. There we go. I mean, none of these strike out at me as things I would be interested in. And I think if I'm not interested, I'm going to struggle to get that across to other people. But I keep an eye out just in case. Okay. So I haven't changed my defense from the last round, so we're going to go straight to their defense. We've got Tarkin, Talzin, Ahsoka, Mace, and Qui-Gon. We've got Slacker, Raver, Lord Vader, Rey, and Finn. Hello, Luke. How you doing? I'm going to be honest. Slacker is giving me the heebie-jeebies. We dropped quite badly on him last round, so I want to avoid making that mistake again. But I don't know what is beating him right now. It's tempting to go with a mirror. I wouldn't want to try Jabba. I feel like Jabba would be very awkward. Kenobi maybe could do it. Yeah, it feels like there could just be quite a few potential tricky ones there. Your opponent has every single spot on both front walls or GLs. That sounds like a fun prospect. I mean, more fun for you, I guess, in terms of trying to pick a way through it. But I suppose it's a choice, isn't it? Do you go for the ship wall and just say, right, I'll beat your ships, or focus down south and hope that they can't clear yours? I mean, all GLs on defense, you'd like to think it's going to be difficult for them to do things on offense. I see it can probably do that. Well, unless you haven't got Malicos, then yeah. Sorry, I don't always know what people got on the roster. Alright, looks like we've got an ad break on Twitch. Glad that popped up for me. Alright, that's slightly better. Yeah, I think crons definitely play a big part, don't they? You know, as long as you've got a decent cron to go with it, you've got a good chance. I mean, it's like here, I was thinking, okay, what's my best option? And I'm thinking probably a mirror of sorts. I mean, I don't know this, just to be clear. This is definitely speculation. But you'd think that would be alright, wouldn't you? Pardon me. Yeah, I wouldn't use Rollercron in that situation. I feel like Rollercron definitely has certain teams that you use it with and some you don't. So you got to defeat Slacker to defeat the TIE pilot. But ignore Taunt if they have advantage. In a way, that kind of reinforces not taking a tank, because they could just ignore it. Yeah, that is definitely good. I think I had that last round and it was annoying. Okay, I'm going to give this a run. I haven't done any of the other planning, but I think I need to see if this works. If anything, because I feel like a lot of the round pins around it. I will go first. Okay, so I can't go straight there, so I've pretty much just got to go full throttle for slacker. That's fun. Okay. Oh, hang on, I could have gone for Ray then, damn. Past that there. Okay, we should be okay. 63, I mean, I will take that. I was not confident with that, so yeah, I will take 63. Alright, I feel like I can actually focus now a bit on what I want to do with my own battles, if that makes sense. I feel like that one was just kind of psyching me out a bit. I'll tell you what, it doesn't help when you've got a lot on defense yourself, does it? I'm just mulling over Great Mothers, Bane. I mean, I wouldn't like try and do Slacker right now. Ray Seer? But yeah, that's definitely going to be a fun challenge for you, Luke. Go and pencil in the Great Mothers there. For Raver, I would like to do Bane, but I'm not sure if that's the right call. I mean, I've just put Seer here. I feel like I need to stick with Seer. So, I think we do... I think we did Bane and Sass. Maybe that one? apparently BKM can beat Glatt. If I'm right, CLS can do it with the Rolocron. I mean, I imagine that gets very messy. Well, I say I imagine. It would get messy because they're gaining so much turn meter that they'll lose so much health, but the idea is you're taking that many turns by gaining that much turn meter that it doesn't really matter. It's just very messy. What did I use for Finn the other day? I seem to remember I got Zori out very easily. Maybe we try Afra. Lord Vader, we can do BKM. If you're talking about Ahsoka, the Ahsoka as Padawan, Sabine, and Jensen. Just occurred to me you might not be talking about mine. Oops. Here we go. Let's do... Yeah, let's do Rayba. Tarkin, I know EP can do something there. Maybe Wampa can? Was there Omicrons there? There was, so let's take Wampa out of that equation. We don't fear. Maybe Queen can do Tarkin. We'll just pencil that in for now. And I feel like that should be straightforward for something. I mean, gas. Okay. And then Qui-Gon. Again, temporarily inputting Wampa, but let's just see. Okay. Beats, hello there. How you doing? I'm doing alright myself. Just plotting out the rest of my GAC offense. We've got our first battle done. Slack and mirror, so now we're just going to try and whittle down the rest of this wall. Oh, I've just realised I was over-egging this a bit. It's a third sister Crom. Still a good level 6. Not as powerful as I thought it would be, though. Still enough to be worried about, but, you know, best not taking chances. I'm in Kyber too, yeah. Here we go. Although this count has bounced into Kyber 1 at times, so I'm on that line if you like. Alright. Sucky suck suck. Nice and simple for Bane. A little bit inefficient, but we'll take it. Okay, let's do Sia next. I kind of want to see how this goes because Ezra being in here. I really do need a decent level 9 at some point. It all depends on what your roster's like, to be honest. I mean, how I view it, there's the Ray and Slacker ones are very good for, well, for 4.5 mil. They're very good. But it's all a case of, you know, what are you like as a player? Do you really want to be spending 30-ish pounds or dollars or whatever your currency is? I mean, I was saying earlier, if I could justify it with my money. I would be tempted, but everyone's got their own story, haven't they? Ooh, okay. That was fast. Ugh, okay. Don't let them taking so many turns. Can I? No, I can't just throw a lightsaber yet. Oop. They're scaring me. 20 stacks. Throw some rocks, please. Thank you. Kill. Lovely. 53 bad banners, but I'll take. Sorry, that was a battle where I thought I was going to be comfortable, or relatively comfortable, and it got a little dicier than I expected. You already have Executor. That's where I am at the moment. I don't know if I can justify the high cost for one more route level across the board. I just didn't know if you could get any teams out of the Ray Lightspeed bundle. Let me see if I think I do have access on here. Yeah. So, how I'd look at it, right? Resistance Trooper is a pilot for Rose's ship. So, you know, any ship for me is a good investment. Resistance Pilot is probably the worst one out of the bunch. Again, he's got a ship, but it's probably the least used ship in the fleet. Poe, he's got a starter ship, again, quite good. Hero Finn, Hero Poe, they still get used with Finn, well, OG Finn, so they've got value. Holdo, again, capital ship, good use for a relic. Rose is actually quite big in the Finn Zori lineups right now, so she gets use. Scavray's got a Datacron right now, but that alone isn't enough value. She has a Relic 8 requirement for Parrot King Ondo, though, so she's Relic 7 for Rey herself, but for Hondo, Relic 8, so 6 is okay to take to. Finn, again, that Finn Zori team has still got some legs in it. And then Vetchu, Veton, Chewie's a requirement for Hondo, but actually it's a Relic 7 requirement, so 6 is one off. But yeah, you could argue you don't need either of them at R6. But however you're right, if you haven't got Rey, this does all of the legwork for you for Rey pretty much. But the cost is pretty high. So it's one way you have to think about it for yourself. I mean, I can only parrot a bit what other people have said about Lightspeed bundles in the past, which is, even though the price is high, even one like that is still the best value the game has in terms of, for £33 to get 11 characters, I think it was, at Relic 6, it's very good value. It's probably some of the best value in the game. But yeah, it's all about if you feel like you can do it and you want to do it. I mean, I can give it a seal of approval for value. That's what I can do. Even now, if I got 30 odd quid, I could just throw at it. I'd be tempted just to do a few relics that, you know, I'm behind on. I would be quite literally throwing money at the wall, but I'd be tempted. Just because I know how tricky doing a relic can be. No worries. I mean, I think it's worth asking around. I've got my opinion that they are generally good and they're always worth looking into. But yeah, feel free to do your research and find what's best for you, because again, they've got great value no matter which one you go for. So there's probably only like the kooky ones, like when the Ewok's a bad one, that aren't really that good. But even that can still get you like a C-3PO. So yeah, there's always some value. Yeah, exactly. The value just can't be underestimated. You know, it's like they seem bad because the price was so low, and I do actually think CG did undershoot them a bit, but yeah, we don't tell them that. I don't know if you're talking about my Relic 7 Ewok team. I had them before the bundles came in. Okay. Okay, he's still got health, so I'm going poop now. And let's call in Bo. Bit of blind on the others, wouldn't hurt. Right, we could get a kill, potentially. Right now. Bye-bye. Do that, I guess. Oh, the bundle, right. Yeah, I'm going to say the... I feel like the Ewoks have... How do I phrase this? I've always got a soft spot for them. At least since I farmed them up myself. So I feel like Relic 7 Ewoks have... They're underappreciated, let's phrase that. Any idea what I just got then? Was it 55? Well, 54 wouldn't it be? Right now, generally they do go on defense, and that's on my free-to-play account, which I haven't signed up for this week by accident. But the key for me is a fast Paplu will tend to get you an early turn in the game. I say tend to because if you've got a GL or some tomb with like crazy fast speed, they will overtake Paplu. But otherwise, Paplu can really surprise people because I'm sure that the closing is unique as something on the lines of he gains 25% speed if he starts the battle without a buff. And he starts the battle without a buff, so he will go fast if you mod him fast. So I feel like it can catch some people out, but the thing with Ewoks, they always struggle with something like Nest. So I feel like if you can prevent Nest somehow, like I think Nisa does a little bit to stop it. But yeah, I feel like that's what they need, just something to make solos a bit more difficult. But on offense, they can be good if you're facing a team that's got no way of preventing Terminator gain or punishing it. They're quite good because once they get a Terminator train going, they're very hard to stop. They don't hit hard like, say, Imperial Troopers and Dark Trooper does, but they can still take down things that essentially don't interrupt them. Do we want to use a Kron here? Not really, in short. Yeah, no worries again. I mean, how I look at it, I feel like, especially when it comes to like Lightspeed bonus and all this kind of thing, there's always going to be use for certain teams. You know, like take Finn for instance. We've got Finn here that we're about to take on. Without Zori, it is definitely a B tier. Well, I say B tier team. It isn't even B tier. You know, we're talking C, D, E tier. But Zori lifts it up. But you can still get use of the Finn team without Zori initially, because even if it's not doing as good as it can with Zori, you've still got to beat it with something. And if you've got the Zeta on Finn, they've got a bit more about them. You know, I think the Zeta pretty much is half of his lead. So, you know, it's like, there's always a benefit to, like, some of the teams. It's just maybe not as much without, say, the Zori in this case. That probably becomes a recurring theme. You know, you get out of Bronzium into Chromium, and then it's like, oh, hang on, I've got to do 2 more teams in the fleet, and it escalates. It's why I get hesitant when people say they want a Kyber expansion. I'm like, as much as I could probably cope with it, I don't want more teams. More teams means more to do. Okay, let's pop that down. Ugh. Yeah, I'm getting punished here. Okay, that was a silly drop. Like I say, they aren't bad. Zori definitely lifts them. Let's just pop that. Yeah, that was a silly drop from me. Battle, loss. Confirm. And then smugglers. Dash, Chewy, Han. And I'll be honest, I didn't track the banners there. By the way, 8 people watching on YouTube, thank you very much. $35, there we go. Alright, let's see what's at the back. Got Padme, Fifth Brother, Saw, Newt, and Quadme. Okay. There we go. So, what are my thoughts on Relic Delta? I haven't seen the latest update, first of all. I haven't seen the V5 they've been putting out. In general, I'm not, like, dead set against it in the sense of, like, I'm going to quit the game because they're bringing it out or anything, like, on that extreme. But I do think we have to be cautious about what they're suggesting, because I feel like the numbers they're putting out there could make battles very unfun. You know, I've said it quite consistently. I dislike the idea that, say you've got a Queen Amidala team. I'm going to say you, but say a player's got a Queen Amidala team. They've just unlocked Queen Amidala and they've not been working on the team. So, like, say it's a Relic 3 Queen Amidala, Relic 3 Pow, Relic 3 Master Qui-Gon, but they bought the $4.99 Relic 9 Cup deal. I dislike the idea that Cup would be dealing crazy damage by comparison to the other three. I feel like that is where an issue is for me, that one character at high Relic could disrupt an opposition plan purely because they're higher relic than the rest of the team. I think there's a lot of stuff like that needs thinking about, because I think it's all good when you've got like teams that are flat relics, like say they're all relic 9 or all relic 8, but when you've got varying relics, it means that the varying relics on the opposing team as well have got to be taken into account as well. It's like, it just feels like it's going to get so messy. I completely agree. I mean, it does happen at the other end as well. The number of people who end up in Kyber 1 who should not be there is unreal. Exactly. It was a funny bundle. I got it on this account. And I honestly thought the main use I'd get out of it was being able to use it on in TB, you know, like I throw it with Queen Amidala. So yeah, the thought that it could suddenly actually be hitting harder than probably it should, I don't like that. I mean, I like Cup as a meme, you know, and I think those who got Cup to Relic 9 before the bundle, you know, I'm sure they love the meme of it, but I don't even think they would like the idea of, well, they might get a kick out of it, but I don't think they'd like it in the long term that Cup was suddenly overpowered compared to, say, like a Relic 3 Savage or something. You know, kits should still matter. And I think Relic Delta has the potential to nullify kits. You know, I think that's the thing that's just got to be thought on. You know, if they're going to make these changes, they've got to be very careful. You're unsure who to use for Raver 8th and 5th. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird team, that, isn't it? I'm assuming they've got Grand 7th and 9th elsewhere. Maybe Treya could do it, because Treya would probably struggle with the Grand team with 9th, but maybe it could cope with Raver and just the level 6. I don't know, though. Yeah, I'm moving Wampa. Wampa can do that. Saw, I feel like I've been pretty consistent of late doing Balin on Saw. 5th, that could be anything. I'm going to throw Gideon at it just because I don't know what else to suggest. Padme, again, that's very squishy. I mean, I've got so much here left over, it's unreal. So I think I need to be a bit more deliberate in what I'm picking. Is the Hux or Phasma...
We have a supporter here. We have a supporter. Thank you for supporting JJ's Productions. Thank you.
Alright, someone did something then, and I couldn't actually see what it was. Whoever it was, thank you very much. I think it might have been on YouTube. Thank you very much. For some reason, I don't get notifications on my actual stream stuff. So yeah, thank you very much. Insights are saying Treya, Gas, or BKM, but to me BKM seems a bit overkill. Yeah, I think BKM would be a bit overkill. I would give Treya a go personally. I think that might be the best option in terms of not wasting something, because I'm not sure Treya could take down 9th in the current climate. And I think Gas would be a bit risky. Alright, I'm going to just go for the north wall. I feel like I'm faffing around a bit here. Oh, hang on. Yeah, make sure she can't taunt. Yeah, I'm just looking here, like, I find it strange that it doesn't show you, like, anything that's gone on like that. Alright, can you tell I'm not used to doing the YouTube side as much? I did it like when I first started out, but I haven't done it a lot since. Okay. Let's do this. Doom Jensen. And Bless Spirit. Get Jensen. And full auto. I will say this, Luke, if this was the Ahsoka team you were facing, this would be gravy. Something tells me it's not the team you face. Actually, no, it could be, couldn't it? Unless you're facing Watt, I guess. But I think you can still beat Watt with this team. I feel like Watt's just a bit of a douchebag move. Apologies to anyone who does do that, but it's just one of those where it's like, yeah, okay, we're going to make Ahsoka as tanky as F. It's like, really? Ah, fair enough. Again, it's where it's facing 10 GLs is not fun. Do I do content creation full time? No, I'm a full-time carer for my mum. So I do my GACs on my streams, and I do a little bit outside of it. Like I do, I've got a Let's Play channel. So right now I'm doing Lego Star Wars on there, but that's like very small by comparison to this. It might pop up in the chat every now and again, just a little nudge about it. What we said here. That was 57. Shall we do Raver next? And I'm thinking, do we do C? Oh no, no, we don't do C here, do we? I'm doubting. We'll do Raver. Yeah, I'm, like I say, yesterday, for instance, I was with my mum at the hospital, so it was only like a normal appointment, but it's one of those where that's always like the first priority round here, and then we work around things like that to just get my streams going. Thank you, Depeche. Hope you're doing alright. Let me get some tenacity up, and I think we get a bit of turn meter for that. Ability blocks, nice. Get some healing immunity, that's even nicer. Can I pound the ground and hopefully kill? I can. Very sweet. I'll put it like this, right? If you can pray for my mum's health, I would say that. I'm very much, well, what's the phrase I would use? I have had a phrase for it in the past, what I describe myself as. It's in the sense of actually, the simplistic one is agnostic. You know, I don't not believe in anything, but I don't have a belief either. So it's, you know, anyone who's got a faith or a belief, more power to you. I can't say I do myself, but it's not that I don't think there is something, it's just I don't know what. So, yeah, anyone who's got that, by all means, I always say, you know, you always do what you want to do, because if anything, I'm probably, well, I could be in the wrong. So it's like, I like the idea that other people might have the faith where I don't, shall we say. Here we go. Let's just I got 57 then, didn't I? I think I did. No worries. All right. Let's gas them. And I hope that I'm right, this works. Gas used to be pretty clean for take on Night Sisters. Granted, I haven't got Rex and 5s, but hopefully we're still okay. I know for myself, I feel like I haven't made as many gas jokes in a while. I always remember when he came out and they said, please don't call him Gas. No one listened. Okay. That's it, armor shred, and bye-bye. Yeah, this one baffled me, I'll admit. I don't really get why it was on defense. I mean, honestly, that was not great banners on my end, but it was a clean win. So, was that 55 or 54? I'm going to go 55. I think honestly, I don't even know why I'm logging these on here. I need to talk to Ruth Vader about how to use the site a bit more. But I'm trying to use it. Okay, so let's send in Queenie. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I'll throw that in. Yeah, no worries. I'm glad there's a bit of chill going on in the background for you. Oh, you just use Mother Tales and Dakar and Merrin to beat the standard Jabba team. Nice one. I do that sometimes on my free-to-play. It's one that I feel like I've had to use more out of necessity. But honestly, it was also why I built my Night Sisters up on that account, because I thought I probably do need a Jabba counter. So, yeah, I completely like that one. Plus, one of my... Well, a guildmate who used to... Like, former guildmate when he was playing the game, and a very big contributor on the channel, Kit, he was a Night Sister fanatic. So when he retired from the game last year, I did say I was going to build him up just to give him a bit of honour, shall we say. A bit like, alright, I'm doing this for you. I had neglected my own for a bit too long. Yeah, I'm going to say, we've been talking a little bit about how the matchmaking seems to be a bit skewed at the moment. I mean, 8.9 versus 11.1, I think that might be. That is still crazy. I mean, I do hope they come up with a solution sometime soon. I mean, sorry, talking confuses me. For me, the simple solution is to reset the GAC board. Put everyone back based on where they were with skill ranking. Or skill rating. But actually fix GAC when you do it. But I don't know. Maybe there's reasons they don't want to do that. Maybe they're worried it'll punish people. Yeah, again, it is affecting both sides of the spectrum, you know. It's affecting the big players and the small players, but it's not good. Alright, screw it. I mean, it's a little bit of that. I say it because people have to join to be taking part, so it's not that they don't play. Well, they do play, but they obviously don't play enough to want to compete. I know a few people who don't like GAC, they just join up for the rewards, and it's like, it kind of adds to the problem. It's where I would like it if there was, I think Molmada, who comes on stream sometimes, said maybe just have a delinquent league. Oh, hang on, no, I think it was mentioned in the big discussion with Scribe and all those on that YouTube thread that was going on a month back or so. I forgot about that. I mean, I've heard people say before, yeah, it was Scribed, yeah. At least I remembered it was you. But yeah, it was a decent idea, that, to be fair. I think it would at least solve the idea that if people are just joining up for rewards, they're going to get less. They have to actually play the game mode to get the rewards. I mean, the weird thing for me that I've only just realised this week, because it's the first time in quite a long time one of my accounts hasn't been in GAC, is that I actually do get my daily rewards still. So I get rewards for Kyber 2 daily, even if I'm not actually doing what I would normally do. You know, for me, that's crazy. You know, if I'm not doing GAC, I think there should be like a D rank or something. And I know that's weird wishing that upon myself, but it's that idea of you're not playing, you should drop. Although I will say, also just spinning that on its head, it's like, maybe in my situation where it was like the first time in maybe 4 or 5 years I've not joined, like maybe a month's grace is acceptable. But yeah, just in general, you know, I think there's room to wiggle in there. All right. Oh, no, not that. Queenie down here. I am GL crazy here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't mean to be nasty to those who don't like the game mode, because I get it. Some people just don't like GAC, but I feel for those who do like it and will want to engage with it, but then get hit by brick walls, essentially. I mean, there's a player who's just come back to playing the game in my guild, and I'm like, I want to sort of help him, but I also know that it's very hard to do anything when you've not been playing for that long. Yeah. I would like to think there's more to it, but GAC is probably the premier game mode like they want. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, just base it. Don't attack at a turn unless we need to. Okay, we're still okay. Looking a little bit rough for banners, but not terrible. No worries, no worries. I much prefer Flood being chatted than, especially on a Friday night, I much prefer it to talking to myself. I've had a few Fridays where it's been a little bit quiet, so chat is always appreciated. Let's do that. And can we get a... That's what I was after, the armor shred. Okay, tenacity down. Flip it. we still got the high... Well, okay, we still had the high ground. Oh, ooh, okay. Go on, let's pass that to JMK. I'm wondering if we can just get rid of the handmaiden, make this quote-unquote easier. There we go. I'm going basic a minute. Oop, didn't mean that. Okay, again. Hey up, Craig. We're doing alright. We're on the back wall for Temmin, so it's been pretty smooth so far, to be honest. Although we did drop on... Try and think what we dropped on. We dropped on Finn, of all teams. That was kind of annoying. There we go, 57. What's the best GLs? You've got C and you've got him. I'm assuming you mean JMK. Then you got Executor. So, honestly, right now I'd say... I don't know enough about Hondo, so I'm just going to ignore him for a minute. I would say Leia is the best. I feel like Leia's got great utility on offense, and if you're desperate... Well, I say if you're desperate. If you prefer, she is good on defense as well. Defensively, I'd say Ahsoka is tanky, but she can be... She's not that good if you haven't got Ahsoka... It's not Ahsoka. Ezra Exile. Lord Vader's better now he's got the clones with him, but he's not unbeatable or anything like people were thinking he might be. Trying to think who else we've had. Jabba. Jabba's great. I like Jabba on offense and defense. Right now he's probably better on offense because Wampa can do things against him, but he's still generally very good. Yeah, after that it's pretty open because JML's probably on the same level as C at the moment in terms of overall viability. Slacker's great with Darkside Rey, and OG Rey, she's just great with everything pretty much. The Conquest characters are definitely going to be something you have to prioritize a little bit. You almost have all the Rex for JML. JML's still good. At the level I'm at, it does feel like he needs something to lift him up a bit, because it's like right now, I'm going to use him on one of these 4 teams, and a Galactic Legend shouldn't be used here, really. I mean, to be honest, this is partly the fault of my opponent, but if there was something bigger, even then I'd be thinking, can he beat it? So, yeah, it still feels like right now he needs something new to help him. But say you've got walls like this, JML at Cruise. He's an offensive GL by any stretch. You don't place him on defense unless you just want him to be deleted. But he can still beat some things on offense. It feels weird to say that. A Galactic Legend shouldn't be kind of beating things, you know? No worries. I mean, I feel like the best thing I did was farm JML because you get a load of good things going for him. Like Wampa, for instance. You get a Relic 3 Wampa. If you don't do what I did and actually relic him up a bit more than the requirements suggest for JKL, you've got a very good solo tune for a lot of the early GAC. I mean, granted, there's a Datacron in play now which really buffs him up. But even when that's gone, he still does okay things. Ah, you got R5, there you go then. You kept waiting for the Slacker Lightspeed bundle to come out. It never did, so you ended up getting C first instead, followed by Rey. I feel like that is interesting. I mean, they do tend to have this weird thing where you chase the one that's sort of right in front of you. I was waiting for Bad Batch to come out as a bundle for a long time, and they came out, was it this year? Might have been earlier this year. And yeah, that was like, I'm saying it now because it was so frustrating. I think I'd just gotten them all to Gear 12 or something, like they were pretty much on the doorstep of being ready. And it's like, why have you released it now? Why couldn't you have done it like, say, 6 months ago when I hadn't even done any of the Rex? But it is how they do it. It can't be helped. Alright, I'm going to throw these three in. Let's see how they get on. The amount of turn meter this team gains is crazy. Alright, so let's do some cleansing. Can I get Kyle? Nope. This was kind of demonstrate what I was saying about JML if we lose here, by the way. Unintentionally. Okay. Well, I'm glad he's got that crit hit immunity. Yeah, I'm not being funny when I describe it with JML, that he really feels like he's just fallen behind. I mean, this was too close, in my opinion. I know you could argue I didn't need to do it, and you'd be totally right. I could have used Balin. But I think the fact that Balin is more secure in a battle like that is kind of the problem. Alright, roll the logs. Second sister, so let's just prod you. Prod you. Bye-bye. Can we get stun? Yes. Alright, 57. And C Solo, I am going to be very disappointed to see if you can't win this. Like, very, very disappointed. Like, this should be C bread and butter. These were, I wouldn't say meta, but they were about as meta as they ever were when C was released. I mean, heck, we've got 2 Jedi here. You drop 1 battle A. I tell you what, you beat 10 GLs with several on defense for yourself. You've done well there, Luke. Exactly. It's like, I'm amazed this is on defense, crack. No worries, Depeche. Go and say, nice chat with you, man. Nuke time? Cool. 59. Didn't even drop protection. Ray will be Ray, won't she? Alright, so... this didn't go smoothly last time. Let's give it a go, though. Yeah, I do wish I could ignore Taunt. Okay, Mark 6 comes in. That's good in the sense that it didn't have the insta-kill. Okay, no reinforcements, but we got no more anyway. Let's heal up Slave 1. Okay, let's just base it. Yeah, they've got their ult. I mean, I got the dagger. Not what we want, though. That bomber just didn't want to go down. I mean, I'll submit because I did take something, but that is not great. I think I'm going to just leave that a minute. Okay, I think I've mapped what I want to do. We do prof here. What is that with Rogue One? Yeah. I'm going to give this a go. Let's just see how it plays out. I'm hoping that with this being a two-shot, it's a bit better. I was lucky, by the way, that they went for, they isolated the Y-wing. Have they increased my cooldowns? I should have a reinforcement now, because I've already used basic with prof. I normally do Thursday afternoon UK time, and then Friday night and Monday afternoon. Sorry, I'll admit that threw me down. I'm like, what's going on? That's 68. That's scimitar down. That's just weird. No worries. I mean, if anything, it's part of the reason I did YouTube, because I like the idea that even if I'm like streaming early for people, at least then the VOD's on YouTube and it's easy to watch it back. I know it means there's no interaction, but you can always get a vibe for how I got on. Feels like something's happened. I just genuinely don't know what happened during this battle. Like, I didn't get to reinforce until it was too late. I mean, if they have changed something, then fair enough, but it'd be nice to be told. I'm a little concerned now, because I don't think I get through this. I think I made a misplay there anyway. Okay, so mass assist, is it? No? Okay. I was going to say, it feels like Anakin's close to dying. Yeah, we can't even heal him up. Oh. This is the thing, even if I could piecemeal it from here, this is just hard to recover from. I'm gonna have to watch back that Leviathan Prof Levy match, just see what actually happened, because I feel like I missed something. But if it isn't, then I wouldn't mind knowing that I didn't miss something, you know? I'm playing this out, but I don't know why. I mean, my only hope here is that the other guy gets stuck as well. I mean, they've got Executor on offense as well. So they're probably going to try the same thing I did. Okay. Comeuppance. Again. Foresight is nice. Again, it's that idea of if they've done it, they haven't told us, and that's pretty shady. You know, I get the idea they want Leviathan to be top of the meta, but it's like, tell us if you're going to do something. Wow. AI is really on point here. I mean, I don't even know if it's something like that, because when you think there, I didn't even get Rogue One in. It died on reinforcement. It was too late coming out. Again, this is assuming I didn't miss something. Okay, I'll have a look when I'm out of this. Oh, freaking hell. Yeah, fleet is not my day today. Fleet harder. Yeah, I saw something about Empire in one of the uniques when I just had to flick through it. Maybe it was bugged before and it was applying to all factions. So they fixed it. Okay. I like the principle of lightspeed tokens. I think right now they're kind of meh. I think for them to be really good, they need to give them out more readily, especially to new players. Like I was saying it the other week, I feel like a great engagement thing for Conquest would be every time you get a box in easy or normal Conquest, you get a Lightspeed token that's a Rhodium or higher. That way, you're getting characters that are legacy. You're not getting pulled back. Alright, so no full clear. Let's have a look at this though, because I want to look at what's being said, but also want to just see if there is anything else going on. So see, I don't see it here. Okay, so that isn't a unique, it's an ability. So that, again, that wouldn't have impacted me because I couldn't have used it. Again, I wouldn't mind looking at that battle because that felt all kinds of out. Very rare I watch playbacks during stream, but I'm curious. Okay, so all right, hang on. I didn't know all this palaver came up on screen. Okay, so just rewinding. Straight away, they basic, and they disable my engine. That reduces my speed. They isolate the wire wing, which is favourable to us. That gives me 20% ult charge. Basic gets rid of the taunt. And then I use the basic on prof on Outrider because I want another 20% ult charge. Sorry, not 20, 10. So that should have been about 34%. Was it 34, 32? 32% ult charge. Plus anything I would have gained from the crit. Reinforcement comes in, Mark 6. Yeah, so I should have been off cooldown now. Yeah, none of them. I mean, they said they were investigating Rogue One, but they haven't followed up on it. Yeah, nothing here. I also don't know. But that does feel wrong. I'm just going... I know this is weird, but I am just going to rewatch it just to make sure I didn't, like, miss a turn or something. So that was our first. Well, our first with Outrider. This is the first with Horn. First with Prof, which we do the basic. And my cooldown's on 1. And I can't think how Mark 6 coming in would interrupt that. I mean, I could, but I'm not sure if it's worth it, to be honest. Maybe it's that. Let me check the levy special. Actually, why am I doing that? Go in the game. Have I closed the game down? Alright, never mind. Let's go on SWGOH. Search levy. First special. You see, even that shouldn't do it then, should it? They gain crit hit immunity, 5 stacks of ferocity, target ally recovers 40%. Oh, increase the cooldown, cool reinforcement. Yeah, I should have seen that. Okay. So it makes sense. They'd increase my cooldowns, therefore I couldn't actually reinforce. That makes sense. So yeah, that's why I was locked out. The preloader probably impacted all that because, yeah. It's a bummer that, but at least it makes sense. Alright. Well, we got our answer anyway. Just took a little bit of rewatching. Alright, folks. That's it for tonight. Let's see where we can raid you off. Well, those are you on Twitch anyway. On YouTube, I'll see if I can find anyone who's online. Let's see if we can get the raid up. Who have we got on Scribe? Tell you what, let's do a joint raid on Scribe. I can't actually raid on YouTube, but, you know, head that way. But yeah, I'm going to say, thanks for all being here, folks. It's made it a good Friday night. And yeah, I'll be back now. Let me get my days and my head right. Monday. So hopefully I'll see you then. Okay. Yeah, nothing else to say really. Bye for now, folks.